today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's been a lost first month of the season, that's for sure, as they come in with an 0-4 record.
And the window's not shut on them, though. They still have a chance to make something out of this season, but it has to start right now.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On first down, it's Pierce, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd down, it's Pierce, and he'll be tackled at about the 35.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the Heisman finalist from a season ago, the rookie from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Smith to return it. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 41, Allen. That's Burkhead. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
The 2nd down run for Burkhead. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, it's Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 62 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game. And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
2nd down and 8. Throwing Jones. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jones. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. On 2nd and 10. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 16.
And Jacoby Myers made the team as an undrafted free agent. He's one of the few holdovers from last year, and he was the most productive. Led the team with 59 catches. Wants to add a few more to his career total as this game moves on.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. Touchdown! Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point up and good by Folk. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's Pierce, and he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Out of the shotgun, a give to Burkhead. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. On the carry, this is Pierce. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England's offense set to go. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he gets it up past the 35.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Back to throw again. That swung out wide to Harris. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Folk connects on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The Texans offense set to regain possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
First down now, but that clock rolling. To the air, Allen being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's Pierce. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From midfield, here's Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And now Nick Folk, his career long 56 yards. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida, an AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And that one just before halftime with the Jaguars out on top. First overall pick, Trevor Lawrence with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head up to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Carson Wentz has thrown a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Lions. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? Tackle attempt.
The first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there for the Patriots. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. On 1st down, Pierce. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. They dial up the screen here to Burkhead. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Pierce. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run. This is Pierce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Burkhead. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes out right around the 39. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Off play action. Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across. The 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pressure comes, and down he goes. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pierce. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go again with Pierce. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
They'll run on first down. It's Pierce. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
That'll throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Jones now on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jones.
And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now out comes Houston. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pierce. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, it's Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. A week of practice, I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Texans, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.